This week's edition of Grappler's Keep is brought to you once again by Diet Water. Sit back, relax. Enjoy the show. And as the summer temperatures get hotter, and if you prefer to stay inside because the only thing that you want to be smoky is either your barbecue sauce or the whiskey that you're drinking, then make sure you balance that with the one beverage that has all that great water taste, but still only half of those dreaded water calories. That would be the one, the only, Diet Water. This product's only available in stores where it is sold. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are time zone-wise on this island Earth. This is Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye, your host here on Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium. It is Wednesday night, which means it is time for Grappler's Keep, our WWE 2K23 universe, where a number of characters from all of your favorite tabletop RPG genres compete in a ring that we lovingly call the Dice Tray. We did not have Skyrim last night because I'm trying to improve some of the stuff for our sound and recording issue stuff and all that, and I've been running into some tech issues and all that, so I spent some time researching and figuring things out last night. So Skyrim will be back next Tuesday at its appointed time. But last week on Grappler's Keep, we crowned the Paladins, the team of Sir Scandalon Obadias IV and Othniel, as our Knights of the Realm, our men's tag team champions. Well, tonight is ladies' night, and we will be having a tournament for them as well to crown our initial Queens of the Keep. We have a brand new design belt for them, different than the one that we had for previous seasons and all that. And I'm sure you will all like the look that we're using for it. And we have 8 teams again that will be competing for that tonight. We have all representing different types of characters and RPG genres and stuff like that. So we're definitely going to look forward to that. So let's go ahead and get things started without any further ado, because we used all the ado making dinner last night. Let's go ahead and get things started here on Grappler's Keep. Welcome to Grappler's Keep. And here is our tag team tournament setup. And notice something I might be having some trouble with here tonight. I did not get any sound from the intro thing. Fortunately, I have everything figured out on the timing stuff and all that. So hopefully I will have sound here from the game. Let me double check some things here real quick. Everything looks like it should be set correctly. But here are our tournament brackets here for the night. In our first match, we have our 2 steampunk cousins. They make up the tag team of Thrill and Chill, and they will be going up against our team straight out of the wastelands. They are known as Anarchy. They will be in our first match. In our second match, it'll be our 2 bards from the realms of fantasy RPG, the Interlude, and they will be going up against the Hag Sisters. I don't think I need to describe any further from there what is happening. In our third match, it will be our two Tabaxi ladies. They go by the name of Paws and Claws, and they will be going up against our clerics, the team known as Divine Smite. And in our final first round match, it'll be our Shield Maidens will be going up against the team from Cyberpunk Land known as Sisters Cyber. They will be our 4 introductory matches here as they try to advance to the tournament and get the belt that you see up there in the upper right-hand corner. Nicely newly designed belt. So, let's go ahead and get things started. Helps if I turn the controller back on. And here we go. Okay, I heard that, so looks like it's just that audio for the opening and all that, but we'll take care of that. So, our first team are Charity Philpott and Chastity York. They are our steampunk duo. Charity is the chill and Chastity is the thrill, as you can probably guess by their looks and all that. Unlike the Brotherhood of Cthulhu, this sisterhood, so to speak, is a little bit more against the great old ones and all that, and definitely want to embrace what they feel is the new modern with steampunk. And they will be going up against Spectre and Wicked. They have come here straight out of the Fallout post-apocalyptic woodlands here, wastelands, I should say, and they have escaped from there and plan to make a name for themselves here inside of Grappler's Keep. So, with that, let's go ahead and get things started. This should be a fun introductory match here. 2 totally different eras, 2 totally different RPG realms going up against each other. Looking forward to this match as we're going to see some definite challenges in styles here. That is for certain. This is going to be fun. Looking forward to all of these tag teams to see how well they work out together with each other, as we are seeing them all competing here inside Grappler's Keep for the first time in these tournaments. Looks like this one's about ready to start. After this tournament is over, we will start our proceeds for the singles titles. Crown those. Oh, hang on. Can't have this. We got to have the intros. Let's quick match and let's start this over again. Good thing I can do some editing. And one thing about these tournaments is I have it set that I am the guest referee. All right, let's try this once again. Entrances on. There we go. After all the work I did trying to get these entrances to work right, I want you all to at least see them. Okay. Let's go ahead. Excuse me. Cough, cough there. And we'll get things going here just a moment here. So we have the semi-modern versus the ultra-modern, I guess, and it's one way of looking at the ladies out of the apocalypse. Somewhat, you could say that maybe they are more modern from their look at the future, as dark and dire as it may be. But let's go ahead and let everyone see their entrances here as we arrive here at Diet Water Arena here in Louisville. And I see I need to make an adjustment there.
It's a tag team championship first round match. On the way to the ring, the Thrill Seekers.
Making their way down to the ring. They are cousins and they have been competing as a team for quite a while. We should see some very good action. Coordinated action from them, and I need to take that Becky Lynch stuff off of there. Guess what? Can you guess which wrestlers may be using Becky Lynch's moveset? And looks like they are set and ready to go. Straight out of London. And here come their opponents with their own unique entrance. As you can see, they have literally just arrived out of the wastelands. Spectre's got that that old jalopy up and running and wants to make sure no one runs off with her precious toy there, and she's just going to drive it right up here to the ringside as Wicked gets out. As she tries to get the crowd up, she's a little bit hyper, a little bit raucous, as if you couldn't tell. And she is anxious to get going here as the steampunk cousins quickly get out of her way. Not a bad idea, that sure. It's like Wicked set, and Spectre will be in there momentarily as well. We're going to be starting off with Spectre going in there up against Charity. And Charity goes with a quick kick to the knee into the ropes and goes up with a nice snap hurricane rana. Caught her totally by surprise there. Gonna pull her back up to her feet. Collar elbow hook up, and now looks like she wants to bring her over to the corner. Hard into the turnbuckle. Quick tag. We're gonna probably see a lot of that with these two as they're setting up some sort of double team action here. Double wrench on the arms, kick to the legs, and a kick to the behind. And now Chastity will take over. Pulls her up, grabs the arm, brings it right down. You know she wants to set up. She's already got a Fujiwara arm bar going here. And I know we slaughtered the pronunciations, trying to soften that arm up a bit. She wants to set her up for her finishing move. She calls it the lever. And now brings her hard into turnbuckle once again. Quick tag again. Double whip into the ropes. And double shoulder blocks. And Charity picks right up. Couple of kicks to the head. Now going for the quick pin. But only a 1 count. Still a little bit early. That car is actually a part of one of the entrances that you can pick as they do the tag. Vengeance God. It is an entrance that you can pick. And now Spectre's got control and a nice little DDT on her end as she tries to take control back in the match. But Chastity comes right back with the running forearm, grabs the arm, and now a kick to the chest, big knee to the head. Yeah, it is an entry I will try to look that you can find in the tag teams section. When you can find it in the openings, as now Spectre is trying to get control, but now Charity whips her in. Big running knee shot there. And now tries to get the gang up. And now Spectre gets the tag, and here comes Wicked. Not wasting any time. Quick whip into the ropes. Nice spin around here. A little good, some mobility with the arm. Combined with the arm drag. Now quick kick to the gut, picks her up. And no time. Almost a pile driver like suplex there. Now just rubbing her face into the mat. Big elbow shot to the mat, back. Grabs the leg, but Charity does a quick spin kick and gets herself free. Scoops her up, and a nice Northern Light suplex out of Charity. Big knee to the noggin. Not wasting any time, pulls her back up, and another big knee shot. And with that, Charity will make the tag, and here comes Chastity into the ring. Wicked's waiting for her. Chastity whips her hard into the corner and scoops her up and puts her in the Tree of Woe. Also, Vengeance God, if you want for solo action, Spectre has Shotzi's tank as Charity goes up on top of the rope and double stomp off of the Tree of Woe, goes for the pin, but Wicked kicks out. Spectre chasing Chastity, it looks like, over there on the sides as Charity goes for another big double stomp. Big kick. Goes for another double stomp. Nobody there. Able to roll away. Here comes Wicked, but Charity just a little bit quicker as Spectre and Chastity take the battle outside. Charity's going up top. See what she's got planned here. Goes for the body splash, but Wicked was ready. Caught her, and the big body slam down. And now sliding low drop kick. Pulls Charity up to her feet, wraps her up. Now is going to bring her over to their corner, to their little side of the world, hard into the turnbuckle. Quick tag. Here comes Spectre as they set up a double take. Snapmare holding her in place for a big running boot. And now Spectre gets the arm shot to the back, whips Charity hard into the corner. Big chop. Another one. And now kick to the knee, brings her down to the mat. Goes up top. Drives those feet right into the gut, and now standing over there mocking Charity a bit. As now she goes after the leg, flips her over. And big stomp right on the solar plexus. Pulls her up to her feet. And just an old-fashioned over-the-shoulder throw there, showing some core strength there as Charity rolls out of the ring. Here comes Spectre with a suicide dive and nails it. Looks like she hesitated first, then decided to complete it, and does. Pulls her up. And whips her back into the ring. If there is a double count out, the match will restart. But if there's a single count out, then they will get the win. And now Wicked is back in the ring. Charity desperately needs to tag. Fighting her way free from Wicked. Collar elbow hookup. And now is going to try to bring her over to the corner. Hard into the turnbuckle. And here's the tag she needs. Setting something up here. They're going to do that double arm wrench. Kick to the gut. And heels to the back. Charity waiting. Scoops her up, another Northern Light suplex. Or Chastity, I should say now. Going to pull her over to the center of the ring. Flips her over. Grabs the leg. Going down, and modified Indian Deathlock here. She calls it the gearbox. Trying to slow her, take her out, and now goes for the pin. Spectre comes in for the quick save. And now Chastity's waiting for her to get up. Grabs the arm. She's going for the lever. And she's got the arm bar locked in. Trying to get her to the tap. But here comes Spectre with the big shotgun drop kick. And now Chastity whips her out of the ring. Goes back after Wicked. Big spinning forearm. Wicked blocks it. Comes in with a shot of her own. Scoops her up. Spinning slam there. Goes for the pin. And doesn't quite get it. Calls that the A-bomb. Almost got the pin off of it. As Chastity gets herself to her feet, only eats some forearm. Blocks that one, gets a forearm shot in, and now is able to get back inside the ring. They hook up again. Quick kick, wraps her up. Nice fisherman suplex there. Nice exploder. And as Wicked celebrates, Charity tries to get in position to tag, but can't quite get there in time. Gets hit with the neck breaker. Pulls her up to her feet once again, locks her up, whips her hard into the corner. And big running boot. Hits the Baron boot, she calls it, goes for the pin. And here comes Charity for the save. Wicked didn't like what happened there. Now pulls Chastity up to her feet once again. Wraps her up. He's going to bring her over to the corner. Hard into the turnbuckle. Quick tag. Going to set up a double team here. Double whip into the ropes. Big double elbow shot here. As Spectre celebrates, giving Chastity time to tag. And I don't think Spectre saw it. Now she sees Charity. Doesn't matter to her. Whips her hard into the corner. Pulls her out. Runs up. Nasty shot there. She calls it the hot wire. Now she's going up top. Goes for the cannonball and hits it. Goes for the pin. Will this finish him off? And 3, it is over. And Anarchy defeats Thrill and Chill to advance to the semifinals. So the ladies from the wild side take out the Steampunks. Some good double team action by both sides here. There's the cannonball that finished her off. And it was over.
The Anarchists.
So Anarchy will move on. We'll see. It looks like Thrill and Chill have evacuated the area. They're letting Anarchy enjoy the victory here. Very good match to start us off with here. And now we will get ready for our next matchup. And this will be this should be an interesting one as well. We have Daya Hanu and Miravisk. They are the bards. They call themselves the Interlude. And they will be competing against Devious Dora Drek and Crazy May Lard Ladle. They are the Hag Sisters. This is going to be quite a fun match to watch up here. We're going to see definite contrast in styles. Let's make sure our entrances are on. They are. And we are ready to go. As you can see, the Interlude is showing a lot of flat sizzle. We'll see if they have any stake once they get in the ring. The Hag Sisters, no sizzle there. They mean all business coming in, and they will do whatever it takes in order to get the victory. Let me adjust my chair here. One moment, please. There we go. The piston on my chair is giving off and it keeps sinking on me here, so I may have to adjust it a few times here and there throughout the night. But hopefully things will fix themselves up. As we wait, this is going to be an interesting matchup here. Some may think that the bards are all sizzle but no stake, but they wouldn't be here if they didn't have the wrestling skills to do it. So we'll see how well they do against the unpredictable Hag Sisters. But coming up first, it is our Lady Bards.
The following contest is a tag team championship first round match. On the way to the ring, the Entourage.
They are the Interlude. As they try to decide who's going to go into the ring first. And it looks like it's going to be Mira. All right. Showing themselves to be fashion divas as they come in, but we'll see how aggressive they are once the match starts up. As we get ready for their opponents to enter, as the lights go out. And we wait, and there's Crazy May and Devious Dora.
And their opponents, the Bad Girls.
They are they are hags. Straight out of your worst D&D nightmare. Slowly taking their time walking down towards the ring as everyone watches on. As they seem to be in no hurry to get inside the ring. Looking around, maybe a little bit awestruck by the size of the ring. They've maybe never competed in this size of arena before. And now Dora is trying to get Crazy May psyched up and ready to go as they make their way inside the ring. And looks like they are set and ready to go. All right, let's see how it's going to start. It's going to be Dia first going up against Dora. Here's the bell, and off we go. And Dia's going to draw first blood. Nice lift and slam there. She's going to go right for the pin. A little presumptuous there, a little bit early. She thought she had some shock and awe. She's going right after Crazy May, not taking any chances. Gives Dora a chance. Wraps her up. Pump handle slam straight down. Crazy May sneaks a shot in there as Dia is fighting herself free from Dora's influence. Big forearm shot there, and Dia doesn't take any chances, goes right after Crazy May again. Gives Dora again another opportunity, whips her in the ropes, leaps over. Shoulder blocks don't go anywhere. Dia comes in with a big clothesline and a nice leg drop. Dora's back on her feet once again. Wraps her up, shot to the kidneys, whip hard into the ropes, duck down, and shoulder blocks negate everything again. Wraps her up into a fireman's carry, and into a skull cracker it looks like. And she liked getting that, and Dora's not taking any more. And here comes Crazy May. Locks her up, whips her hard into the ropes. Drops down, scoops her up, spine buster. The bigger they are, the harder they fall on the mat. And here's the tag, and here comes Mira into Crazy May. Wastes no time, goes right after, grabs her by the back of the neck, puts her up on the ropes. Big chop across, grabs the leg, wraps it around. Using the extra leverage there with the bottom rope. Try to take the foundation out, goes for kick, May's ready. Big elbow shot now, big clubbing forearm. Hard whip into the ropes. Drops down. And nicely executed drop kick. Some good mobility there for Crazy May. Here goes right back up. Nice rollover and a big double stomp of her own, including those spike heels there. Whip into the ropes. Drop down. Spins around. German suplex into a pin, but only gets the 1 count. Dia slides one and wraps her up. And spinning backbreaker. And with that, she'll tag in Dia as Crazy May's trying to get to her tag team partner. Dia celebrates to the crowd and gives May time to tag. And here comes Devious Dora back in. It goes right up with a big running knee. Goes after Crazy May, who's still in the ring. Whips her into the ropes, runs into me as the ref. Now she's got a hold of Dora, whips her hard into the corner. Looks like she collided into Crazy May, but now still able to go back after Dora there in the corner. Whips her all the way across town again. Shotgun drop kick into the corner. And with that, we'll tag in Mira. It'll be Mira and Dora now. And she's not going to waste any time. Bring her over to the ropes. Big kick there. Another whip hard into the ropes. Drops down. Dora's ready. But, walks right into a nice Hurricane Rana. Flips Dora over. Goes for the pin. But here comes Crazy May. Breaks it up. Dia goes after her. Whips her up over the ropes. As it's still Mira and Dora. The legal people in the ring, brings the arm up. Big stomp right on the tricep there. Celebrates as Dora gets back up. Gives Dora an opportunity. And pulls her right into a big running knee. Caught her totally by surprise. Dora gets back up to her feet. Goes for a drop kick but misses. Dora celebrates but probably shouldn't as Crazy May and Dia fight it outside. Dora and Mira they're going inside the ring. Dora's got control. Nice monkey flip takeover. Grabs the arm. And now is going for an arm bar. Going to try to make her tap with no help coming, but she's able to roll over. And is able to club herself free. Big drop kick from Mira. Pulls her up. Big clubbing forearm shot as Dia's back in the corner. After her fight outside the ring with Crazy May. And now here comes Dia. Scoops her up. Wastes no time. Hits the cutter. Goes for the pin. And Crazy May comes in to break it up. He went for the final note there, but it didn't quite finish. Dora rolls outside the ring, but no short rest as Dia comes right after her. Wraps the hammerlock, wraps her up, and brings her right back down onto a pump handle style. Big kick to the back. Dia grabs the legs, but no, Dora kicks her off and away. The count goes to 4. Quick kick by Dora there, wraps her up. Pump handle slam straight down. Pulls her up to her feet once again. Wraps her up as the count goes to 7. Tries to throw into the ring and misses. She's going to go in on her own as Dia gets herself woke up. And now she comes back to the ring. Dora waiting for her. They wrap up. Grabs Greco-Roman knuckle lock, lifts her up. Throwing some core strength and just drops her straight down. She's just no little diva there. She's got some power there. Quick kick. Wraps her up. But no, Dora escapes out of what she had planned there. I think she may have been going for the final note there. Big spinning kick there from Dora. And she will go over and wisely tag out and bring Crazy May back in. Wraps her up. Into the ropes goes May. Big elbow shot by Dia. May gets back up on her feet. Big swinging shot of her own. Wraps her up. Big forearm to the back. Another shot. Whips her hard into the ropes. Big back body drop. Nope. Alabama slam instead. And now here's the tag. And here comes Dora right back in. As Dia looks a little wobbly on her feet there. Dora comes right back in for the shot. Another shot to the back. Spins her around. And locking it in. She's going for the Hag's embrace. She's going to try to get her to tap. Mira is nowhere to sight. Now here she comes for the rescue to break up the submission hold. Skips over her and now tags in Crazy May as Dia is laid out flat on the mat. Tackles a little bit to the crowd. Again, mocking Dia rather than doing anything. Now she's going to go upstairs. What she got planned here, she's waiting for Dia to get up, and she suddenly starts to stir and goes up. Big double axe handle shot right on the head. Flips her over, going for the pin. Mira comes in with the save, but I think Dia's kicked out on 2 as well. As she rolls herself outside the ring, pulling herself up on the ropes as Crazy May watches. Now grabs her, snaps her right onto the rope. Quick tag, and now Dora's the legal person in the ring. And now Dia swings at Crazy May, makes sure she stays away. Now comes back in at the count of 2. Dora scoops her up hard into the turnbuckle, throws her back out onto the ring, and now goes for the quick pin. Mira has to dodge around me, was able to get there. Divas Dora celebrating just a bit as Dia gets up. She definitely needs a tag. Whips Dora hard into the rope, scoops her up, spine buster straight down. And with that, she's going to do the wise thing, get the fresh legs in there, and here comes Mira. Big spinning kick by Dora into the ropes. Mira blocks whatever she had planned there, comes and shot her own. Dora blocks that one. They're exchanging strikes now. Dora doing the worst of it. Wraps around and nice German suplex. Mira rolls outside the ring. As Crazy May comes after her, some double team. Nope, just throws her back in. And Dora comes in after her. And now here's the tag, and here comes Crazy May. As Mira's ready for her, quick kick to the gut. Pulls her up and slams her right back down to the mushroom cloud, she calls it. Goes for the pin, but here comes Dia for the save. Pulls her up to her feet, quick kick to the gut. Wraps her up. And she's going to lock in the Fey Realm. It's her version of the sleeper, going to try to make her tap. Dia comes for the save once again. And now Crazy May goes after Dia. Can't quite decide what she wants to do. Gives Dia time to get herself free. She's not the legal person in the ring, but Crazy May's blocking her from getting out. And now Mira struggles to try to get up as Crazy May watches. Measured running knee shot there. Now goes for the quick pin. Dia breaks it up once again. And now Crazy May going upstairs. Goes for an elbow and nails it. Walks her way around and now is going to tag in Dora. Perhaps to finish Mira off. He takes a look at Mira, but no. Mira catches her in a small package. Only gets a 1 count. Caught her by surprise. Tries to get to the corner, but Dora picks her off. Goes for a German suplex and a pin. Dia there to break it up, and now Dora is locking the Hag's embrace on Dia, but she's not the legal person in the ring. Now she goes back after Mira. Big forearm shot, and down she goes. And now here's the tag. As Crazy May comes back in. Starts to celebrate a little bit, but while Mira gets to her feet, wraps her up, grabs the leg. Oh, the eat defeat. Pulls her right into the foot, and Mira goes outside the ring. Crazy May chases after her. Mira's ready for big German suplex. And now here comes Crazy May fighting back. That might have been all that Mira had left. Goes for the gut-wrench suplex. Still has a hold of her. And go for another gut-wrench. And Mira's in serious trouble here. She needs to get a tag and tag soon. But she's got to get to her partner first. Gets thrown back into the ring. Crazy May right after her. Will she get there to cut her off? Nope, she's just going to let her. She's going to wipe the dust off her feet as Mira finally gets up. There's the tag, and here comes Dia. Comes after May, scoops her up, but no, Crazy May's ready for it that time. Scoops her up on her own, but no, gets sucked into a big DDT. Crazy May gets back up, comes in with a big clubbing shot. Another clubbing shot, goes for a kick. Dia blocks it, and the Bards are making a last stab coming back here, wraps her up. Big spinning backbreaker. He calls it the fret bar. Now has the arm out. Big knee drop right onto the elbow. Goes up. Big knee drop once again. Pulls her up. Has the arm out. And another quick kick to the chest. And another one. And now pulls her in for a lariat. As she waits for her to get up. Goes for the kick, but Crazy May was ready. She kicks her off anyway, kick of her own. Now pulls her up, goes for the mushroom cloud once again. Hooks the leg for the pin. And there's Mira there for the save. This one's going for a while here, folks. Big stomp by Crazy May. Measures her out, a big running knee again. And now some old-fashioned ground and pound, some forearm shots. Old-fashioned cross faces there. Maybe some frustration on Crazy May's part. Now a big stomp to the back. And now she's going for the pounding again. The technical stuff's going out, and she's just taking out her frustrations right now. And now tags in Dora. As Dia flat on her face, big stomp, but nope, rolls out of the way. Dia's ready. Big running DDT. Caught her by surprise, and now here's the tag, and here comes Mira once again. Wraps her up, goes up, brings her straight down on the swan song, she calls it. Holds her up, big running knee. Wraps her up, big forearm shot once again. And now Dora rolls outside the ring. Now Dia's looks like she's standing. She's gonna go after Dora here. And Mira takes a shot at Crazy May as Dora gets thrown back in the ring by Dia. Another big stomp. Pulls her up. Wraps her up. Has the arms out. And Dora picks her up. And an Alabama slam. Grabs the leg. Going for a heel hook here. Trying to take the foundation out from underneath of Mira. Grabs the leg and she's going to go for that heel hook again. Keep cranking on that leg. Goes for it again. Big stomp right on the back of the leg. And with that, there's the tag. And here comes Crazy May. As Mira slowly gets to her feet. Quick kick to the gut. Wraps her up. Holds her up. Spins her down. And now's going for the Faye's Realm. The sleeper, but he is not able to get there in time. Mira taps out. And the Hag Sisters advance to the semifinals. Great matchup there. A good long one there. You got to see the best out of both of them. The Bards gave them everything they had, but it just wasn't enough.
Here are your winners, the Bad Girls.
And they will face Anarchy in the semifinals. Almost a 5-star match there, people. And now we'll move to our third first-round matchup. And this will be a fun one again, as we again have some contracting styles here. Adasha and Giasa, they are our Tabaxi girls here. And they will be going up against Jillian and Brennlore. They are our clerics. They are elven clerics, and they make up the team of Divine Smite. So let's go ahead and get this one going here. We have Giasha and Adasa going from left to right there. They are our two Tabaxi girls, and they are going up against Brennlore and Jillian. They are our two clerics here in Grappler's Keep. They are a tag team, but they will also be featured as solo wrestlers as well. So this will be a fun matchup to see if they advance and see how that affects their solo careers and all that. But we're going to definitely see some contrast in styles here for sure, and contrast in attitudes. Let me get some diet water there as we get this match started up. Hope you've enjoyed the matches we've had so far. The Wild teams have been taking it so far. We'll see if that continues or not. As we return back to Diet Water Arena. As we see Adasha there with her selfie stick in hand.
The following contest is a tag team championship first round match. On the way to the ring, Vicious and Delicious.
All right. They may be Tabaxi, but they're not afraid to get in on the current trends going on right now. Making their way out to the ring. Yashi on the left and Adasha with the selfie stick there on the right. Making their way into the ring. And I'm glad to see that in this edition of the game, the tail colorations are working. As they try to do their best to get the crowd up and going. Hope it should be too hard to do after that great match we had before. We'll see if they can live up to it. And looks like the ladies are set and ready to go as we wait for their opponents to enter. And here is their music, and here we go.
And their opponents, the Ministry.
All right. They are Jillian and Brennlore, our half-elf clerics, making their way down to the ring. inside the ring. They will inflict your wounds and then heal them after they're done. Here inside the ring. They're going to do their best to get the crowd up and going here. So it looks like they're getting a good pop. See, Jalen is a little bit more of the flash of the two. Grenlor is a little bit more focused on the match. But that's their style. Looks like we're said it's going to be a Dasha starting off against Jalen. Here's the bell, and here we go. And Jalen wastes no time, wraps her up, brings her into a kind of a chin breaker, goes right after Giari, but doesn't get the best of it. Now comes right back to Dasha. Nice enziguri kick there. And now she's going to celebrate a little bit as Dasha gets back up. Comes in swing and a miss on that shot there. But now wraps her up. Goes up. Nope. Float over on the attempted duplex there and gets bulldogged for her efforts. Nice senton there. As she waits for Dasha, gets up, hits clubbing forearm. Now another forearm shot. Another wraps her up. Goes upstairs. Nice Hurricane Rana. And with all that, quick tag on both sides. Dasha gets out. Here comes Yashi up against Brenlor. And a big running forearm there with Yashi on Brenlor. Pulls her up. As the arm jerks it down and spins it around nastily. And now some ground and pound. And just a wicked slap across the face there as Brenlor gets herself back up. Grabs the arm again. Looks like that wants to be a focus. Goes up. Double knee right onto the arms. Pulls her up to her feet. Big forearm shot again. Wraps around from behind. Now, nice little Russian leg sweep. And now into some ground and pound again. Standing over Brenlor and just lets her get it. Interesting maneuver there. And now here comes Jalen on Jiashi. As the shot's going, some big kicks there. Wraps her up. And a quick snap suplex going right into a pin. But only a 1 count. Hops over her, and here's the tag, and here comes Brenalor once again. As Jiashi gets up to her feet. Big forearm shot again. Jiashi just seems to be all over Brenalor. There's another leg sweep. And she waits for her to get up. Pulls her up. Big clubbing forearm shot. Now kind of mocks her there. As she waits for her to get up. Pulls her up. And here comes Brenalor fighting back. Scoops her up. And big slam straight down. And now a little styling and profiling out of Brenalor here as Jiashi's going to crawl her way over and tags in Adasha. As Brenalor waits, now sees her coming and whips Adasha back into the corner. Nice block there. Good knee shot. And now coming in with the strikes as Adasha whips her hard into the ropes. Quick drop down. Hops over. And now a nice back body drop as I try my best to stay out of the way. Pulls her up to her feet. Wraps her up. Gonna bring her over into the corner. Hard into the turnbuckle. Quick tag. We're gonna see some double team action here. Slides her down and double whip into the corner. And now Jiashi takes over. Nasty standing sling blade of sorts. Goes for the quick pin. And Jalen comes in for the save, but I think Brenlor kicked out. Looks like I got hit at the time as well. Nice page turn reversed by Brenlor as she gets up. Big knee shot. And with that, Brenlor is going to wisely tag and bring in Jalen. And Jiashi's ready for a big forearm shot, but no. Brenlor gets the shot back in to prevent Jiashi from getting the cheap shot in. Jalen tries to wrap her up, but gets an elbow for her efforts. Wraps her up, and now a kick to the gut. And nicely executed drop kick. And now works her way around. Jalen sits there and waits as Adasha comes in after the tag. Series of quick kicks, spins around. Nice takedown there by Adasha. Goes up and Jillian gets a beautiful drop kick in. Wraps her up and now Adasha whips her hard into the ropes. Spins her around. Nice German suplex into a pin, but only a 1 count. Big forearm shot. And with that, Jillian rolls outside to try to recuperate as Adasha tags. And now Jiashi is the legal person in the ring. And now Jillian comes in. Jiashi waiting, but walks right into a nice little hip toss there by Jillian. Pulls her up. And now brings her over towards the corner. Hard into the turnbuckle. But elbows her way back in, and Brenlor makes her pay for it. And now quick snapmare into the ropes. Big running drop kick there. Pulls the arm up. Big stomp right on the tricep. And now here's the tag, and Brenlor comes in. Joshy's up and ready. Wraps her up. Brenlor whips her hard into the corner. And now a series of forearm shots, and down she goes. Gonna go upstairs. Double flip, and got her trying to get out of the way. Goes for the pin, but Adasha comes in with the break. Brenlor runs her off and now grabs legs. She's going for the submission. Oh, she's going for the confessor. She's got the figure 4 locked in. And now bridging up to the figure 8. She calls it the confessor. And Adasha breaks it up before Jiashi submits. And Adasha comes right after Brenlor, scoops her up. Body slam down. Both of the legal people in the ring are down as Adasha gets quickly runs off. And now Brenlor comes back in as Jiashi slowly gets to her feet. Brenlor ready for her, but so is Jiashi. Quick shot there. Whips Brenlor into the ropes. Quick drop down. Goes for the forearm shot, misses, but hooks the arm and just throws her down instead. And now here's the tag. Brenlor goes after her but misses, and now Adasha's in. Wraps her up. Brenlor scoops her up. Nice exploder suplex. Goes for a stomp. Goes hand and double knees to the gut. Goes for the pin. But only a 1 count. Brenlor thought she had it there. Pops back up to her feet as there's the tag. And it's going to be Jillian and Adasha going at it once again. Wraps her up. Whips Adasha hard into the corner. But big elbow shot gets her free from there. Grabs the arm. Big Russian leg sweep. Walks around. Jillian's ready. Gets the shots in. Nice drop kick. And now here's the tag. It's going to be Brenlor in again. Goes in. Nice little trip up there by Brenlor. Big stomp. Kind of mocking her a bit now. Pulls her up to her feet. Wraps her up. Hard whip into the corner. And big chop. You can hear that all the way across the arena. Tags in Jillian. Big stomp. Pulls her up to her feet. Wraps her up. Slams her straight down. She's going to go upstairs. Could be the divine wrath. Goes up, nails it. Hooks the leg, goes for the pin. And there's Jiashi. There for the save. Brenlor goes after her as Adasha gets up, comes after Jillian. Gets a shot to the back and a nasty trip up from behind. Grabs the legs, wraps it up. Looks like she wants to go for the scratching post. She's got it locked in. The submission. Brenlor comes in with a sliding drop kick to break it up to save her partner. Big forearm shots. Another one. Wraps her up again. Hard whip into the ropes. Drops down. Nice German suplex into a pin. Brenlor gets there before I can even get the count off. And Jillian German suplexes Brenlor. Now goes back after Jolene, the legal person in the ring, and down she goes. Pulls her up to her feet once again, wraps her up. Spins her around. Nice. Slam there. Big elbow shot, and he's going to tag in Jiashi once again. And Jolene tries to get over to a tag, and she does. Jiashi lets her tag in Brenlor, and they're going to go at it once again. Quick snapmare into the rope. Big running drop kick. And now hooks the leg, goes for the pin, but only a 1 count. Big stomp there. Another one. Brenlor's ready though, grabs the arm, slams it straight down. Here's the tag, and it's going to be Jolene back in. Wraps her up. No, Jiashi kicks out. Jolene blocks that maneuver as they counter. Quick kick again. Spins her over. Big neck breaker. Waiting for her to get up. Quick kick, but no, Jiashi's ready. Big forearm shot there. Scratches the claws down the back. Quick kick. Wraps her up and nails the DDP. She calls it the catnip bomb. Goes for the pin, but there's Brenlor to save once again. Jiashi chases her off and now focuses back on her opponent in the ring, Jolene. Wraps her up, but no, elbows herself free. See if Jolene's got anything left there. Big forearm shot. And now has the boot right there on the chin. Trying to slow down the airflow, and down goes Jiashi. And showing how long this match is going, I timed out my controller. Get this match back going. It's going to pull her out of the corner. Mini power bomb. Grabs the leg. Kick right to the back onto the hamstring. Back onto the quad. Hamstring there. Now here's the quick tag. It's going to be Brenlor again. Jiashi looking a little bit woozy on her feet, but whips Brenlor into the rope. Drop down. Goes with forearm. Doesn't get the lariat. Gets the throwdown nonetheless. Now celebrates, and here comes Brenlor right back. Whips her hard into the rope. Drops down. Hops over. Shoulder block. Negates everything that they were going for there. Is going to whip again. No! Pulls her into a big boot. And looks like our lady clerics here are going for the quick tags here. Smart maneuver. Goes for a drop kick but misses. Jiashi to take advantage. Slams her face down. And now here's the tag, and Adasha comes right back in. Jolene gets up to her feet. Adasha's ready for her, but nope. Jolene was ready to go. Goes up. Nice Hurricane Rana. And now here's the tag. And here comes Brenlor. Dasha comes in, but Brenlor wraps her up. Nice snap suplex. Big stomp to the back. And again, quick tags. As Brenlor follows Adasha outside the ring. Jolene is up on top rope, but no, Brenlin tries to do a toss, but walks into a DDT. Now Jolene goes after Jiashi and gets an elbow and forearm for her efforts. Brenlin's thrown back into the ring, but the legal people in the ring right now are Adasha and Jolene. Adasha going after Brenlor. Now Jolene takes advantage, slams her straight down, and now mocks her a bit for not keeping track. Wraps her up, elbow to the back, whips her over the rope onto the apron, forearm shot. Drop the chin onto the rope, and down goes Adasha. Now Jolene goes after Jiashi, gets 2 forearm shots in, and now Adasha's back in, and now she goes after her. Getting the strikes going. Adasha has no answer right now. Both of these tag teams have got to be getting tired. They've been going hard. She goes up. Big tornado DDT. Hooks the leg. But Jiashi's there for the save. Once again, Brenlor goes after Jiashi. Whips her out of the ring. Jolene has Adasha. Whips her hard into the corner. Pulls her out. She's going for inflict wound. She nails it. Hooks both legs. 1, 2, and Adasha kicks out. She thought she had it right there. Big stomp to the back. Goes for a leaping senton, but Adasha was not home. Big shoulder block. As both the arm and the leg is, Brenlor is taking to Jiashi outside the ring. He gets up, grabs the arm, big Russian leg sweep. As Jillian slowly gets up, pulls her up, quick kick, wraps her up, DDTs her straight down, double hook DDT goes for the pin, and there's Brenlor out of nowhere to save her tag team partner. As she waits for Jillian to get up now, grabs the leg, she's going for the scratching post once again. Gonna try to make her tap. Brenlor tries to get there, but not in time. Jillian taps out. And Paws and Claws advances to the semifinals. Lot of action here in this one. I think it just got to the point where one team got tired. Who got tired out first, and that set up for the submission.
Here are your winners, Vicious.
But our internet cat girls, our Tabaxis, they advance to the semifinals. And we will find out who their opponents are here in just a moment. Again, almost a 5-star match there. We're getting some good ones here in the first round. And now we go to our final first round match. We have the Shield Maidens going up against Sister Cyber. The Shield Maidens are Gelna and Varja. They will be going up against Sable and Shiny out of the Cyberpunk universe. We'll go ahead and get this one going here. Old-fashioned Shield Maidens here. One's a Valkyrie, one's kind of a... Probably the armor is maybe more indicative of maybe Spartan or Trojan. I'm not really quite sure. So people who are more up on the history stuff will be able to tell. It's kind of a look at them, maybe kind of a mix up of Spartan, Trojan, and Roman Empire kind of stuff. But it's the combination she goes for. Gelna obviously has the Valkyrie Shield Maiden going here. And interesting story with Sable and Shiny, and we'll talk about that as they enter the ring here. They are a sister team as they prepare to work their magic here. And with that, let's go ahead and get this match started. So, coming in first, it is Gelna and Varja. They are the Shield Maidens.
Is a tag team championship first round match. On the way to the ring, the Queens.
They are just good old-fashioned hard knocks fighters, both of them. As Varja jumps into the ring first, followed by Gelna. And you'll see a first here for WWE 2K games. We do not have capes with a mind of their own. The capes are actually behaving themselves. Or at least hers is, which is an improvement. And they are set and ready to go. And here come their opponents. They are Sister Cyber. There is Sable. as she prepares to activate her sister. Yeah, she has a cyber implant in her brain because she had to do all sorts of cyber implant repairs to her sister who got was injured in a horrible accident.
Sisters.
And she goes into this trance to activate her sister, who now goes by the name of Shiny. They don't talk to each other, they communicate via their cybernetic implants. She looks back towards her sister, who's finishing the connection. And looks like they are set and ready to go. It'll be Gelna starting off against Sable. And here we go. And Sable goes right after Gelna, pulls her in for a quick lariat. Wraps her up. Hard into the turnbuckle. Quick tag. Some double team action. Here holds the arm out. Shiny goes up. Double X handle right onto the wrist. Wraps her up. Now Gelna takes advantage here. And try to take advantage of the size here. Whips her hard into the corner. And now whips fashion hip toss across the ring. Pulls her up. Has reverse chin lock into a neck breaker. And with that, here's the tag. And here comes Varja. Comes in with a big running clothesline of her own. Pulls her up to her feet. Wraps her up. Big Northern Light suplex. And the stomp onto the leg. And another big stomp. Shiny tries to get up. Goes up on the other side of the ring, and Sable tries to go after her, but Varja gets out of the way quickly, giving Shiny enough time. Whip her hard into the ropes. Quick duck down. Jumps over. And scoops her over. Nice back body drop. And now a drop kick to the head. And now Shiny's trying to take over the match here. Brings her over. Drop kick to the back once again. And with the tag, it is now Sable's the legal person in the ring. As Varja comes back in. Sable whips her hard over the rope and down onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats outside the ring. With Shiny going right after her. Scoops her up, slams straight down, and Sable goes after Gelna. Shiny neckbreaker onto Varja. The legal person in the ring, as is Sable. Now here comes Sable to join in. Shiny having done the damage. Sable with a neckbreaker of her own. Big stomp. Another one. Pulls her up. Big knee to the head. Leaps over. Big elbow drop. Wraps her up. Now throws her back inside the ring. Not going to go for the count out. And Varja gets to the tag, and here comes Gelna. Big shoulder block, and down goes Sable. Goes for the pin. Shiny doesn't have to help. Counts out after. Bounces up after one. Measures her up. Big elbow drop. And Shiny offers the arm for the tag, and Gelna's going to let it happen. And here comes Shiny. Wraps her up and whips Gelna hard into the corner. Pins her out, pin over. Wraps her up, exploder suplex into the turnbuckles. Big stomp to the gut, now kick to the back. And now here comes Gelna fighting back. Has her by the back to the neck, brings her over to the ropes. And now whips her hard across the ring. Big shoulder block negates whatever was planned. And nice little maneuver there by Shiny, followed by a big kick, and Gelna's still down. Has her by and pulls her up and slams her down. Kind of mocking Varja, I think, over there a little bit. And now she focuses back on Gelna, pulls her up, wraps her up and going for an abdominal stretch here. Trying to weaken Gelna down. And now goes up and nice counter to get out of the hold. Wraps her up, but Shiny takes advantage, whips her into the ropes, into her own partner. It's Spinebuster. Pulls her up to her feet, wraps her up, tries to bring her to the corner, but no, Gelna elbows her way free once again. Wraps her up, scoops her up, and backbreaker, now stretching it out. Doing more damage, now throws her off. Sable more moving, signaling for a tag. Gelna lets her do it, and now Sable's in there. Knee to the gut, goes up. Nice Hurricane Rana there by Sable. Measures things out, now slams Gelna straight down, goes towards the ropes. See what she's got planned here. She gets up, goes up, and massive drop kick from the top rope. And Velja gets there just in time, right after the 2 count. Varja saves the match for now. Sable going up, nope, going out of the ring, now comes back in as Gelna gets up to her feet, pulls her up, but walks into a big elbow shot there. Now here comes Gelna. Has Sable by the back of the neck, hard into the turnbuckle. Here's a quick tag. Double team action here, whips hard into the rope. Toe drop takedown followed by a big elbow to the back. And now Varja's in the ring. Wraps her up. Hard whip into the ropes, goes up. Pancake straight down, flatlines her, goes for the pin. But only a 1 count. Sable thought she had some shock and awe there. Non-suspicious user, not anything like that as of yet. We're just getting started with our new season here. These are all new characters. So we go with what we have here as we're just getting used to these characters. As Varja goes for the pin, only a 1 count. We're just getting started with this new season. We crowned our men's tag teams. This is our women's tag team tournament here tonight for the Queens of the Keep. As Sable goes after Varja, picks her up, big spinning slam straight down. Goes for the pin. But nope, Varja kicks out. That's something we can look at in the future though, non-suspicious user. Sable waits for Varja to get up, and here comes Varja fighting back. Wraps her up, scoops her up, and has her up for the suplex. All the blood draining to the head. And now brings it down. Has both arms and now just stomping the water out of the mud puddle, so to speak. Big stomps to the chest, pulls her up. Big forearm shot, scoops her up. And for final flight, it looks like, brings her straight down. Sable tries to get back up, quick snapmare into the ropes. Big running boot. Pulls her up to her feet once again. Quick kick. Brings her, wraps her up. Hits the Trojan horse. Goes for the pin. And here comes Shiny for the breakup. Gelna runs her off. Goes for the leg drop. Nobody home as Sable gets to her feet. Quick drop kick. As Sable tries to get back into this match, she's going to go after Varja here. Goes up top rope. What she got planned here? Double axe handle from the top. As Sable comes back into the ring, now she's going to go talk over to Gelna. Drops her on the rope, but that gives Varja time to get in, but nice elbow by Sable to get free. Wraps the arm up, pulls her up. Big slam straight down. And with that, she's going to make her way over and tag over to Shiny. As Varja gets up to her feet, wraps her up, hits her with the deleter, goes for the pin. And Gelna's there for the breakup. Waiting for Varja to get up. Wraps her up. He wants to go for the offliner and nails it. Goes for the pin. And there's Gelna again for the save once again. Shiny pulls her up now. Varja with the page turn reversal there. Makes her way to the corner. Shiny gets up, and here comes Gelna once again. Shiny's ready for her. Whips her hard into the ropes and goes right after her, but misses. Gelna's ready. Hits a drop kick of her own. And now some old-fashioned ground and pound from the Valkyrie. And now stretching this on the shoulder, trying to slow Shiny down. And here's a quick tag, and Varja will come right back in as Shiny makes her way to the corner. Big running drop kick. Big leg drop. Varja celebrates as Shiny slowly gets to her feet. Big shot there, another big clubbing forearm shot, another big clubbing forearm, and down she goes. And now looks like the Shield Maidens want to go for the quick tag. Lots of action and quick tag. Bruising action followed with quick tags. Mocking Shiny as she gets up. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Gets flipped straight down. Slammed right down onto the mat. And now just stretching on the arms. Holding on the feet on the hair, it looked like too. Pulls Gelna up to her feet. Big shot, another clubbing shot, another forearm. Skull cracker right into the knee. Now hooks the leg, goes for the pin. But kicks out after two. Shiny thought she had it there. She thought the shock and awe was going. Gelna gets up to her feet. Wraps her up. Brings her over to the corner. Hard into the turnbuckle. But Gelna fights her way free, but gets a shot in the back from Sable. Shiny goes for the chop block and misses. And now Gelna, quick opportunity for the pin. But nope, Shiny kicks out after two. And now she works her way over across the ring. Tags in Velna as Shiny waits, a little wobbly on her feet, but still waiting for her. Comes in with a launched forearm there, and now she will make the tag. Velja waits. Here comes Sable. Gets her up. Sidewalk slam. As you can see, these matches are going for a while. As my controller shuts down. Hooks the leg, goes for the pin. But Shiny's there by the 1 count. Gelna's there to chase her off. Varja grabs her. Going for an abdominal stretch here. Shiny's in there to try to break it up. And now Velja goes after Shiny, forearm to the back. Whips her out and over the ropes. Big stomp with the back of the leg. As Velja is going to go tag in Gelna. And here comes the Valkyrie. Big running, just slams the body into her there in the corner. Now Sable tries to block as best she can. All the shots there. Gelna works her way around, and they're going to go back to the quick tags again. As Varja comes in after Sable, pulls her up, and now just holds the arms as she stomps hard onto the chest. Going to go upstairs. As Shiny tries to interfere. Big body splash. Pulls her up to her feet. Wraps her up. Now he's going to bring her over to the turnbuckle. Hard slam in there. Here's the tag. Some double team action here. Hard whip into the ropes. Pulls her up. Inverted atomic drop. Followed with a big boot. And now everyone's outside the ring. Nobody's inside. Gelna with Sable right there. Going at it. Big double axe handle hit there. Measured elbow strike there outside the ring. Now pulls her up to her feet. Some more shots. Brings her up. Backbreaker. Now stretching it out even more. Pulls her up once again. Throws her down. Brings her up to her feet as the count goes to 5. Throws her into the ring. Now everyone's back in the ring as she's waiting. Wraps her up. She's going to go for the Valkyrie slam and nails it. Hooks the leg. And there comes Shiny with the sliding drop kick. Now goes after Varja, slams her down. You think they were the legal people in the ring here. As Gelna stands over watching Shiny go at it. Sable has some time to recover. Is now Gelna with the big forearm shot. Everybody's in the ring right now. Now Gelna goes after Shiny as well. Wraps her up and gets a big elbow shot. The ref finally chases everyone out, and it's Gelna and Sable in the ring once again. Whip into the rope, goes up. Big spine buster. And with that, he's going to tag and bring Shiny in against Gelna. Slams her straight down. Quick pancake. Goes for the pin. Varja there for the save. Pulls her up. Wraps her up. Gelna with a big shot to the gut. Now another shot. Wraps her up, and she's going to hit the Valkyrie Slam on Shiny. Rolls her over, hooks the leg, and then comes Sable with the save. Pulls Shiny up to her feet, picks her up, and now has the torture rack going. Calls it the Gladius. No, that's the bot, that's the rack. I was looking at the wrong moves here. Now she tags, and here comes Varja. Goes after Sable. Shoulder blocks her out of the ring. Going upstairs. Big elbow drop from the top rope down to the Eldritch Blast safety mats. As Gelna is going after Shiny outside the ring. Suicide dive by Varja misses. As Shiny goes Gelna down. Now goes after Varja. Pancakes her down on the Eldritch Blast safety mats. Pulls her up. And throws her hard into the corner. Now comes back into the ring. Doing some push-ups to show off as she waits for Varja to come in. And now comes after Varja in the ring. Big elbow. Gets herself free from there. Scoops her up. Nice Northern Light suplex. Wraps her up. And Shiny's caught her with a roll-up. And she sneaks the win. Varja goes for the move there. Shiny gets the roll up. Varja can't get free. Gelna cannot get there in time. And Sister Cyber moves to the semifinals. There we go, just the chair once again. There you saw the pin. There you see Shiny celebrating the victory. As now she takes the pose. And now we'll disconnect the cyber link as you see Sable had already left the ring for her breaking again. Nearly a 5-star match once again. We've had some great first round matches here tonight. The ladies are showing up the guys here, that's for sure. We had a 5-star match and some high ones for the men, but across the board, the women have had the better first round matches here so far. Now we'll see what happens here as we go to the semifinals. And in our first semifinal match, it will be Anarchy against the Hag Sisters. Anarchy got the win in their first round match. The Hag Sisters got the victory in theirs. So this is going to be a fun matchup here as Anarchy got the win over Thrill and Chill. The Hag Sisters beat the Interlude. But now, whoever wins this match goes into the finals. She starts up the Rattleclat Jeep once again. We may have to have a contest to name that jalopy there. They make their way down to the ring once again. And now now Wicked already wound up from winning that first match here tonight. He's trying to get the crowd up for even more for this one. As we see Wicked's in the ring. Looks like this team is ready to go. They are set. And here come their opponents. Straight out of the Fey realm. Crazy May and Devious Dora.
And their opponents, the Bad Girls.
Making their way down through the ring. Both of these teams should be fairly decently rested. They've had some good long matches ahead of time, or after theirs and all that, so they've had some time to recover. We'll see. Now we'll see how much fatigue makes a difference, or maybe nagging injuries as we proceed in this matchup. As the Hags look over the arena once again. We're getting Crazy May into the right mood. And Dora and Crazy May make their way inside the ring. And looks like they are ready to go. It's going to be Spectre starting off first against Devious Dora. There's the bell, and here we go. And Dora comes out striking first. Quick kick, snapmare, and a nice big spinning kick, Pele style kick there. Spectre gets up. More kicks from Dora. Goalcracker. And Dora comes over and quickly tags in Crazy May. Comes with a big forearm shot, wraps her up, scoops her up, over the shoulder throw. And big elbow shot right to the top of the head. And now goes right after Wicked. Big shoulder block knocks her down. And now Crazy May's going up top rope. Goes for a shot and misses as Spectre was not home. And take advantage, grabs the arm. Slams it down and now goes for Fujisawa armbar. Try to slow Crazy May down. Pulls her up to her feet. And now rams her hard into the ring apron. And now throws her down towards the opposite side, towards the retaining wall. As the count goes to 6, pulls her up, quick kick. Jawbreaker. As the count goes to 7. Jawbreaker again. As the count goes to 8. She hurries back in with the counts at 8. Are they going to go for a count-out win here? There's the tag. 9. Crazy May is still down. Their strategy appears to go for the count-out. And it works. As Anarchy gets the count-out win. Spectre showing yourself to probably be the brains of the outfit here. 2 straight jawbreakers that appear to just have knocked Crazy May out. Yeah, the apocalypse has come and is onto the Hag Sisters. He makes the tag. Wicked goes over after Devious Dora just to play it safe, I guess. But it doesn't matter, as a quick match would give them even more time to rest and recuperate for the women's final. We don't know who that will be. That team will be crowned next. So an interesting turn of events here for sure. Won't rank high on the stars, but it gets them to the finals. And now we go to our other semifinal match, in which Paws and Claws will be taking on Sister Cyber. We saw them both earlier. Paws and Claws got the big win in their match over Divine Smite. And as we saw not too long ago, Sister Cyber took out the Shield Maidens. Neither team has had a huge rest, so we'll see how much fatigue is going to be a factor in their matches. And more importantly, will they have enough left to take on Anarchy? We'll soon find out. As we're going to be starting off with our Tabaxis here first.
The following contest is a Tag Team Championship Tournament Semi-Finals match. On the way to the ring, Vicious and Delicious.
All right, making their way down. Adasha's got a whole new set of selfies to commemorate the start of this match. Yashi is there with her. They make their way down to the ring, hoping to get a victory here. Yeah, two very different approaches to technology with these two tag teams. And it looks like our two Tabaxis are ready to go. And coming up are their opponents. We just saw them with their big win. There is Sable. And there we see Shiny waiting. As Sable gets down to her knees to make the cybernetic connection. Activate Shiny for combat inside the dice tray.
Pretty Mean Sisters.
And Shiny makes her way down to the ring. As Sable works on completing the connection. And looks like Shiny is ready to go. Connection appears to be just about complete. And looks like we're ready to start. It's going to be Adasha starting off against Sable. There's the bell, and here we go. Sable wastes no time, going right across the ring, gets the shot in, wraps her up, double hook, face slam straight down, and goes right for the hook for the pin. Jiashi there to break it up. Shiny running Jiashi off, as they'll both be looking for some quick wins here themselves. Pulls her up. Big slam straight down on Adasha. Kick to the back. Sable grabs the leg, flips her over, and now a knee right into the back, right into the hamstrings. Trying to take the legs out of Adasha there. Adasha ready though. Jawbreaker of her own to get free. Wraps her up, her own double hook. Nice double hook suplex. And with that, there's a quick tag, and here comes Jiashi, and now Sable tags, and here comes Shiny. Both go for drop kicks, both miss. And now big forearm shot by Jiashi. Pulls Shiny up and slams the head straight down. Hooks the leg, goes for the pin. Only a 1 count, but rope break. Sable does not have to interfere. Pulls Shiny up to her feet. Grabs the arm. And now slap behind the head. Quick kick to the gut. Spins over. Nice sunset flip. Some good altitude on that one. Works her way over, and now we'll tag back in Adasha. Big stomp on the arm. Another stomp on the shoulder this time. Pulls Shiny up to her feet, wraps her up. Brings her up and was going to go for a power bomb, but Shiny punches her way free. And a big flying forearm. Adasha rolls outside the ring while Shiny goes over for the tag with Sable. As Adasha looks for a short rest. Big shoulder block by Sable on the Jiashi. As Adasha gets up to her feet, and Sable just waits for Adasha to come in, and she comes right after her. Caught her by surprise with some speed there. And as all those strikes, brings her straight down. Now Sable goes outside the ring, comes back in, and now here we go. Nice running neck breaker. Oh, walks into a quick kick by Adasha, wraps her up. Quick whip into the ropes. Big chop there across the chest. Onto Sable, pulls her up, wraps her up. And is going to bring her over into the corner, hard into the turnbuckle. Here's the tag, some double team action coming here. Going to put her up on the top turnbuckle, what they got planned here. Big over the shoulder drop from the upper ropes down. And now Jiashi goes over to Shiny. Gets some shots on a drop, kicks her off. Meanwhile, Adasha goes after Sable. Throws her into the ring. Jiashi's not there. As Sable slowly gets to her feet, now Jiashi comes in. Sable thought about going after Adasha, changed her mind and walked right into a big drop kick. Big pin attempt here by Jiashi, but only a 2 count. She thought she had her by surprise there. Big stomp onto the hand. Pulls her up to her feet. Another quick big series of blows there. And Sable goes down. Jiashi working away and stomp, but no one there. Sable back up to her feet, fighting back. Grabs her and slams her straight down onto the mat. And now we'll try to tag, but Jiashi comes after her. Nice arm drag throw there, throwing Sable away from her corner. Big forearm shot. Now goes for the pin. But Shiny's there before the 1 count is over. Sable had also grabbed the rope as Adasha chases Shiny off. Sable goes outside the ring. Adasha goes after Shiny. Does the neck drop onto the rope, but that gives Sable some time to sneak in. Nice little takedown. Pulls her up. Big knee to the jaw. Sable going upstairs. A kinetic elbow. Pulls the arm up. Big stomp onto the triceps. Pulls it up. Stomps on it again. Pulls Jiashi up to her feet. Big forearm shot. Wraps her up. Big neck breaker. Pulls her up again. Both sides of the head, lifts her up and slams her down. But she used her head to pull her up. Now Sable standing there posing to celebrate as Jiashi works her way over to the corner and is going to tag and brings in Adasha. Maybe not a smart move. Sable comes in after Adasha, but she's ready for her. Gets the shot in, hooks the leg, and Shiny comes in for the save. Sable floating, getting to her feet as Adasha waits. Scoops her up. Big sidewalk slam straight down. Goes for the pin. Shiny saves it again. Sable outside the ring. Adasha going up top rope now. Changes her mind. Comes after Shiny. Shoulder blocks her down. Excuse me. Now Adasha comes over after Sable. Sable comes into the ring. Now both are inside the ring. Slams Adasha down. Nice little takedown there by Sable. Looks like she wanted to go after Jiashi there, who tags Ann. While Sable's not looking, Sable's ready for her though. But Jiashi's got her by the back of the head, and now some double team action here. Double DDT. As Adasha finally gets out of the ring. The big slam, the Tabaxi twist goes through the pin. Shiny breaks it up. Adasha goes after Shiny, whips her out of the ring. Now pulls her to the center of the ring as Sable tries to get up. Going for the catnip bomb and nails it again. Standing over, mocking her. I don't know why she's not going for the pin. Pulls the arm out. Big knee drop right onto the elbow. Going upstairs once again. Hits the Tabaxi twist again. Hooks the leg, goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. And Paws and Claws will advance to the championship. Sister Cyber just did not have enough. As the two Tabaxis twist their way to a victory. And they will face Anarchy.
Here are your winners, Vicious and Delicious.
A big win for these two. They are one win away from the championship belts. Will they be the queens of the keep? Or will it go to Spectre and Wicked of Anarchy? They definitely are going to have some more fatigue on their end as opposed to Anarchy, who's had some rest with their short match. And now it is time for the finals. Who do you think's going to win the belts? This is for the Queens of the Keep Tag Team Championship. Will it be Anarchy, Wicked, and Spectre? Or will it be Paws and Claws, Adasha, and Jiashi? We will find out here quite soon. Now for the championship here, we will not, you have to get it by pinfall or submission. If we have a count out, we will restart the match for this one. That is the stipulation for the championships in this tournament. And coming out first, you can hear the pop they're getting from the crowd as you hear the pops and squeals out of the engine. It is Spectre and Wicked. They are Anarchy. Tries to get Spectre riled up. Wicked, I think, is enthusiastic enough for both of them. And looks like they are set and ready to go as we wait for their opponents. These two teams could not be more diametrically opposed if we had tried. Dasha's got the selfie stick ready. He wants to commemorate this match. And there's Jiashi.
And their opponents, Vicious and Delicious.
As they make their way down to the ring, will these pictures commemorate a championship match, or will they only be reminders of disappointment? We will find out here shortly. One more shot there outside the ring. She gets outside the ring. One more solo shot for Adasha. She just has to take one more picture. And with that, the backsies are ready. And here we go. This is the belt that they will be competing for. Enjoy that grape soda, Kitty Meows. The Queens of the Keep Championship belt. There I am holding them up for everyone to see. These are the belts they'll be competing for. No announcement going right into it. It's going to be Spectre and Adasha starting it off. There's the bell, and here we go. And Adasha's wasting no time going after Spectre. They know they're going to be more rested, and quick tag. We may see that quite a bit with Paws and Claws since they had the quick match. Goes up. Nice wheelbarrow maneuver there, and a nice followed by an arm drag. Grabs the arm again. Flat behind the head. Wraps her up. Skull cracker to the back of the head. Big stomp to the back. Rolls her around and then another kick to the back. And we're going to see... Nope, I thought we were going to see tag. She's going upstairs. Big elbow drop from the top rope. Hooks the leg. Going for the win. Adasha trying to slow Wicked down but can't get there in time. Gosh, she thought she had it there. Rating Spectre for staying down. Now goes for the ground and pound. You might say the kitty cat is playing with her food. The Spectre gets up. Big shot by Giashi, and now elbow shot by Spectre. Giashi trying to do something there, misses. Spectre doesn't take advantage, goes hard into the rope. Grabs the arm, and just throws Spectre straight down. Giashi pulls Spectre up before she can tag. Guys are bringing her over the corner, but Spectre elbows her way free. Wraps her up. Invert atomic drop. No. Has both legs. Double leg drop to the gut. And with that, here's the tag. And here comes Wicked as Giashi makes it over. And here comes Adasha. And Wicked comes right after. Adasha's right ready with a strike of her own. Wraps her up. Double hook suplex. Nicely done by Adasha. Big stomp to the back of the head. Pulls her up. Drop kick to the back. As Wicked rolls outside the ring to try to escape. Adasha comes right after her. Rolls her over. Wraps her up. Going for some surfboard action here. Has her locked into it. It's outside the ring, but might slow her down. Submission move does not count outside. She rolls herself free as Adasha gets up and now throws Adasha down towards the retaining wall as Wicked goes back inside. Adasha back onto her feet as Spectre comes in, throws her in. Wicked goes after Adashi, picks her up, drops her right onto the ring apron. Adasha goes after Spectre out of spite and is going to do the same move here. It looks like picks her up, drops her on the ring apron. And now they meet on the other side of the ring. Swing and a miss by Adasha. Inverted DDT by Wicked. Pulls her up. Big clubbing shot, wraps her up. Scoops her up. Bends her over into a sit-out powerbomb. Pulls her up to her feet. Big chop. Big clubbing shots again. Wraps her up. Nice Northern Light suplex. Pulls her up to her feet. Quick kick by Adasha. Throws Spectre inside the ring. And now she's in there as well. No count out here. Wraps her up from behind. Big Russian leg sweep. I thought she was going to go up top rope. Changed her mind. Grabs her by the head. Slams her down. And now here's the tag. And here comes Giashi. Waste no time. Giashi's going to go up top. Waiting for Wicked to get up. Let's see what she's got planned. Missile drop kick from the top rope. All right, and don't know what's going on there, but Wicked was able to tag, and here comes Spectre with the running knee on Giashi. Big stomp. Rolls her over. Goes for the pin. Adasha there for the save. Spectre celebrating there on the ropes and turns around to find Giashi waiting for her. Wraps her up. Slams her straight down. And now she's going to work over and tags in Adasha. They lock up. Hard whip into the ropes. Wraps around. Quick German suplex. Hits it quickly out of nowhere. Pulls her up. Big knee to the jaw. Big stomp to the back. Flips her over. Kick to the back as Wicked comes back to the corner. Adasha's waiting. Grabs the leg. She's going for this. She's trying to lock it in. She's got the scratching post put in. Going for the submission here. Wicked slow to coming, and now comes with the drop kick to save her partner. Adasha comes right after a big shot to the back. Throws her into the ropes. Not able to get her over it. Wicked goes out on her own as instructed by the ref. Adasha tags in Giashi. And now Spectre trying to make it to the corner, and here comes Wicked. It's Wicked and Giashi once again. Quick snap. Wraps her up. Big DDT. Giashi goes for the pin. And Wicked kicks out. Almost had it right there. The big stomp going for the catnip bomb. Nails it. Waiting for her to get up. Quick kick. Wraps her up. With the backseat DDT. Goes for the pin. Spectre nowhere in sight. And Paws and Claws are your initial inaugural Queens of the Keep. I must say, I confess you to myself, this is not the tag team. I in my own personal picks, picked every single first round match wrong. So these were not a team that I had picked to advance.
And the new women's, the Universal Tag Team Champions, Vicious and
So
Delicious.
the two cat girls, our Tabaxi twins, are your inaugural Queens of the Keep here in Grappler's Keep. Yeah, never underestimate when cute has learned to kill. A big victory for them starting off. And that, everyone, will bring us to the end of another exciting matchup here on Grappler's Keep. Hope you enjoyed those matches here. Now, the plan for Grappler's Keep from the rest of the way forward is we are going to have a series of mini tournaments to determine. We have 16 competitors who will be competing for the solo belt. So we're going to have a men's tournament bracket, a women's tournament bracket, a men's B and a women's B. And those two winners there will enter into rivalry as we go into regular action leading up to our first pay-per-view event. So that's what that's what we can get my tongue working here, what we can expect in the future. So once we get all the belts figured out, then we're going to work towards setting up our regular matchups. So we have our tag team champions now. Now we can start working towards our singles champions here in the future, but that will be for another time. Coming up this Saturday, I will not be there, but on Saturday, hopefully we'll be on Wandering DM's channel. will be Scion, Birth of the New Gods, where our demigod characters are worked their way up to being demigods, and we are trying to repair the net that separates the gods from the mortals here on the planet. Or maybe we're going to try to take it down. I don't know. I'm still not convinced what is going to be the right answer on that, but we will find out as we go. And then the regular schedule will be on Monday. Will be Family Night at the Emporium, as Bonnie and I will be working our way through Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, or as we prefer to call it, The Further Adventures of Mouse Droid, as we're trying to 100% complete out the game. We're just about done with Naboo. And then we can move on. We'll be moving on to other planets as we go. Tuesday night will be the return of the weekly Skyrim serial with the Four Huntsmen, featuring Rick A. LaFleur, our Khajiit bard and leader of these treasure hunters, as they find themselves in a strange automaton-run place that they are trying to get the travel machine repaired so they can get out of there and start doing their regular missions. We kind of stumbled into this little DLC here, and it's proved to be quite interesting. And then we'll be back with more with singles action next week here on Grappler's Keep. So with that, I know Laugh Love Lindy has started a new series, some one-on-one RPG based off using Call of Cthulhu. So we are going to definitely raid her tonight, as soon as I learn how to spell and type things here correctly. If you like what you've seen here, please join us on Discord. We can talk all things Skyrim or wrestling or Lego or anything else for that matter. We do have a special section called the Prayer Closet. Here in this household, we believe in the power of prayer. We believe it is real. We believe it is powerful. We believe it works. If you have a need, if you have a concern, if you have a request, please place it there and we will be praying for you. I have a notebook in Evernote on my tablet that I saved, that I use for keeping track of all of these and all that. So we are definitely not a case of thoughts and prayers and then everyone forgets. I take it seriously here. So if you have a need, if you have that concern, please place it in there. If you'd rather not say what it is, and we can understand that, then just use the praying hands emoji. We'll take that as what we call an unspoken request, which means God knows what it is. You know what it is. We don't, but we don't have to know. All we need to know is that the need is there, and we'll be praying for you just as hard as if we knew what was actually going on. So with that, let's go ahead and join Lindy and company and see what's happening there with her Call of Cthulhu stuff. So until next time, may green be the grass below you, may blue be the sky above you, may straight be the path before you, and warm be the hearts that love you. Good night, everybody. This has been a Diet Water production.